that war probably shows that we are a keeper in the peace throughout the world as much as we can. And
Never did anything else that large in my life. At least I always had. I can say I was part of a large force that went in and helped free up people. So.
The camaraderie that the people that wear the uniform have is amazing. It helps you get through those hard times.
I'll never forget, I had a Iraqi soldier that came in who, when I approached the bedside, he was scared to death. He was like 17 years old. He had lost one eye and had an injured arm, and he was emaciated and lice-ridden, and you really realized, here you have this poor soldier who's not even given food and water and health care to serve and try and take up for his country. And we live like queens and kings in the United States, so sometimes you have to go away to realize how fortunate you really are.
Okay. The United States will stand up for its allies against tyranny, and we've got their back, and we will be there to support them. And then when we've got it done, we will leave them in a better position than they were before we got there.
In both of those wars, we had an enemy that capitulated because of the show of force. But man, the soldiers we got now are just, man, we put those guys in those Humvees and they're going out every day seeing bad guys. And I mean, I think that's, that's the big difference now is it's not a war where we're looking at an enemy that's going to capitulate because force is there. They just withdraw and they come right back at you, one guy at a time. And it's really, you got to respect these young soldiers and airmen that we have today.
I'd always heard stories of how when the Vietnam vets got back, they were really shunned and they weren't the most popular people on the planet. And that changed when I landed in Bangor, Maine. I walked down the terminal and, that terminal was packed. It was packed. It was packed with balloons, it was packed with people, and more people, and more people. And they treated you like rock stars, not that you wanted to be. And so I remember thinking, man, this is not like what I heard people coming back from Vietnam had to experience. So I think, we showed that we will answer the call when it's needed, and we know that the Americans have our back. We have the world's back, and the Americans have our back.
I think we have to be a country that helps other people when they're oppressed. We have to be a country that's willing to stand up for human rights and stand up for a people to provide them a better way of life.